The professional job market is undergoing a seismic shift.
In a recent statement, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, said, AI will eliminate a lot of jobs, and that's going to be very disruptive for society. We need to prepare for that.
According to the World Economic Forum, nearly 23% of jobs are expected to undergo fundamental change within the next 5 years, driven largely by the rapid deployment of artificial intelligence. White-collar, office-based roles, once seen as safe from automation, are now among the most vulnerable. As we enter the second half of this decade, economists warn of potential unemployment spikes of up to 20%, especially in sectors heavily reliant on cognitive, repetitive tasks. And the warnings aren't just coming from think tanks. Some of the most powerful voices in AI, including the CEOs behind the largest U.S.A labs, are sounding the alarm. Elon Musk made this statement: "In a benign scenario, probably none of us will have a job." So how is AI, particularly generative AI, able to threaten such a wide range of the professional workforce? Until recently, automation focused on physical labor or narrow data processing tasks. But today's AI systems can perform complex reasoning, write legal briefs, analyze financial trends, and even make customer service decisions, tasks that once took entry-level analysts, interns, and assistants hours to complete. According to a McKinsey Global Institute report, generative AI could automate between 60 and 70% of tasks in many administrative and clerical roles. The most exposed jobs? Customer support, junior legal research, finance, marketing, HR, and any role where pattern recognition outweighs human judgment. Take customer support. In 2020, only 30% of first-line support requests at major tech companies were handled by chatbots. Today, that number exceeds 85%, a trend McKinsey expects to continue. Law firms are using platforms like CaseText, recently acquired by Thomson Reuters, to conduct legal research and draft documents in minutes, slashing costs and reducing reliance on junior associates. And AI legal assistant platforms like Do Not Pay claim to have assisted with over 1.5 million cases, from traffic tickets to eviction defenses, saving consumers millions while disrupting legal job ladders. According to the World Economic Forum, 83 million jobs may be displaced globally by 2027, many of them white-collar. Goldman Sachs goes further, estimating 300 million full-time jobs could be affected worldwide, with advanced economies like the U.S. most exposed due to their heavy reliance on desk-based work. In the United States, up to 46% of entry-level white-collar tasks could be automated in the coming decade. That could translate into 10 to 12 million jobs lost, many of them roles traditionally filled by recent college graduates. This isn't a hypothetical future, it's already happening. In 2024, IBM announced it would pause hiring for roles it believes AI can replace, particularly in HR and admin support, impacting as many as 26,000 jobs. Accenture, one of the world's largest consulting firms, cut 19,000 jobs, largely in non-billable, entry-level roles, while simultaneously expanding its generative AI investments. And junior hiring freezes aren't isolated to tech. Sectors like finance, marketing, and insurance are all seeing reduced demand for early career talent as firms adopt faster, cheaper, AI-driven alternatives. Internships, once the on-ramp to full-time jobs, are also drying up. According to the National Association of Colleges and Employers, internship offers from Fortune 500 firms dropped 22% between 2022 and 2024. In the tech sector, the drop was even steeper, around 34%. The reason? Companies no longer need an army of junior workers for tasks like transcription, data labeling, or report generation. AI handles these with unmatched speed. Without these stepping stone roles, the pipeline to mid-career positions is breaking. The consequences aren't limited to job counts. The Federal Reserve Bank of San Francisco reported that real wage growth for early career professionals fell 1.8% in 2024, while the broader economy saw a 2.4% gain. This wage stagnation stems from both shrinking demand and a flood of candidates competing for fewer roles as companies lean toward AI solutions. Even temporary work is vanishing. A growing number of young people are struggling to find summer or part-time employment, jobs that traditionally helped build early experience and confidence. Labor economists now warn of a bifurcated economy. On one end, high-paying roles in engineering, data science, and executive strategy. On the other, low-wage service jobs that require physical presence. In the middle, a void, what used to be entry-level white-collar work. This middle tier, typically filled by recent graduates, is eroding fast, and without it, the ladder to upward mobility begins to collapse. Previous waves of technology, like spreadsheets and word processors, augmented human work, but generative AI is different. It can perform tasks end-to-end without a human in the loop. A 2024 MIT study found that companies adopting AI saw a 19% drop in job postings involving routine cognitive tasks, while job listings for AI roles like product managers and engineers rose just 11%. In other words, for every AI job created, 2 to 3 junior jobs disappear or are never posted. The disappearance of entry-level jobs isn't just a career issue, it's a macroeconomic threat. Without junior roles, workers can't build the skills needed for future leadership. That means fewer qualified professionals at the intermediate and senior levels in the next 10 years. This talent gap could destabilize entire industries. Meanwhile, rising graduate unemployment threatens consumer spending and increases defaults on student loans. The Congressional Budget Office projects that if current trends persist, student loan delinquency rates could rise from 7.8% to over 12.5% by 2027. AI is undeniably unlocking massive efficiency gains, but for millions of aspiring professionals, it's closing the door before they ever get started. The very roles that once built careers, analyst, assistant, intern, coordinator, are vanishing. And unless policymakers, educators, and employers rethink the talent pipeline, the future of white-collar work may be dominated not by people, but by code.
Want more videos like this? Subscribe to Mac Hard for weekly AI updates and leave your thoughts in the comments below.